Now, to go off of what he was talking about with soy, I'm going to show you a couple different types of soy that we have. First, I have regular old tofu. Now, I want to tell you, all of these that I'm showing you today, I've had frozen. So you can buy soy, you can buy tofu in all different types and freeze it and use it in any dish you want. It keeps for quite a long time. But there are all different types of tofu out there. One of the most popular to use in fried dishes is an extra firm tofu like this. You have to make sure that it's non-GMO verified, because when you're going organic, GMOs are a big problem, because a lot of people think that soy you're good with, but no. Soy is one of the highest percentage of GMO products in the U.S. So you have to make sure that when it's organic, that it's non-GMO. Usually organic means non-GMO, but you have to be careful. So this actually does say USDA organic and says non-GMO verified. But most of the time it comes in water, and what you do is you open this up and you'll get, I'll show you. Open this up and you'll get a block just like this. Now, it's all wet, it's all everything. You're not going to be able to fry this up, you're not going to be able to do anything with this until you actually prepare it. What you have to do is you have to squeeze the water out of this. What you normally do, it takes probably about 2 hours or so you have to be ready in advance to be able to do something like this. And you take this, normally I put some paper towel on a plate, and then I put this down on it, put some paper towel on top, then I put something heavy, like this with, with some potatoes or with some bricks in it, and weigh it down. And after about half an hour, you'll notice that, a good amount of the water is out. Then you're going to take it again, do the same thing, just keep replacing the paper towel until probably about 2 hours worth. And it'll be a little bit thinner. As you can see, I'm able to squeeze water out here. But you'll notice that it does, it shrinks in size a little bit and it gets denser as you go. And then you'll be able to, chop it up and dice it up and fry it or put it in whatever recipe you want. And it's relatively easy to use. Tofu, when it's in this form, it works kind of like a chicken breast. It is kind of the chicken breast of the vegetarian world, because it marinates well, and it also it picks up a lot of the flavors when you're cooking. So it really is. It looks like a sponge. It really is a sponge for flavors. Mm-hmm. They're all different types of tofu. This is one. This is a brand that actually is ready to eat. It's a smoked tofu. Now, this stuff, I'm going to let you try some of this. This stuff is some of my favorite. My fiance and I, we actually just take this, lightly fry it up, throw it on a salad. This stuff is ready to use and ready to eat. You don't have to do anything to it. All you have to do is open it up and eat it. And it comes in blocks like this. Let's give it a smell. It's got an interesting smell, and it actually tastes. The texture is a little different, but it tastes like a nice cheese, smoked cheese. It's got a really good flavor to it.
It does.
And what we do is we just. They have all different kinds. A couple different brands do them. But what we do, is I just lightly bread it, lightly fry it, throw it on a salad or something. It's just amazing. Another thing that you can get, vegetarian-wise, are things like these. They're already prepared, already ready to use, meat-free. They're basically the fake meat stuff that you get in the supermarket. And some of them are made from wheat gluten, some of them are made from soy. Like this one, they're made from both. These are actually my favorite. They're absolutely amazing. They taste just like regular old, chicken strips, and they're great on salads, great on whatnot. but I'm not being paid by them, so that's all you're gonna get. But this kind of stuff is great to use. Do you use anything like this in your
No,
diet?
no, I don't use soy at all. I replace it as I told you, like with different stuff. So I don't use any packages from tofu. I don't use tofu. So I don't use tofu at all. This is the first time I deal with tofu now. You're gonna be teaching me today. Okay.
Okay,
All
all right. And I that kind of doesn't surprise me, coming from a culture that is very much into beans
Right,
and
chickpeas,
chickpeas. Yeah, it doesn't surprise me that soy is not something that you normally would be
Yeah.
be in. But this is what I'm going to be using today specifically is tempeh. Now tempeh is an Indonesian product that's become relatively popular. It's a soy product that's much denser than tofu. It is made from what was it? Yeah, there are lactic acids in it. There are a couple other things that ferment it to a point, but it's not. It doesn't have a fermented taste to it. It's just a very good protein that you can use. This is something that some of the best uses for this are frying. You can use this to grill. This is very popular for a meatless option for on the grill. I've used this as a with barbecue sauce on the grill, and it's really good. As you'll see, it's a little denser. The grains are a lot bigger, but it is much denser.
Is that soy?
This is a soy product, but it's not as refined
Okay.
as a tofu. So as I cut into it, you'll notice it is much denser inside,
Right.
but it's still